let's just go over here. We can cut the first part out.
When do we know it's recording?
Well, it's recording the whole time.
Right now?
All right, what up, JSNcryptotalk? This is Saeed, Justin, Nazar. We're going to talk about what Bitcoin is. For those of you who are new, this is a channel for you guys to come on, learn a little bit about cryptocurrency, the revolution that's going on right now. So, yeah, go ahead, Justin, talk about Bitcoin. What is it? How many are there? How did it come into existence? Just anything and everything about Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin is, I guess, the first cryptocurrency made by a man that nobody knows who it is. Could be a
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah, nobody knows if it's a man or a woman. Could be a group of people. But anyway, he created something called Bitcoin, which is basically a decentralized cryptocurrency that pretty much just takes power away from the banks. It was something that wasn't adopted widely at the start, hence why it was like cents. And now over time, it really has grown. It's worth almost $12,000 as of now.
$12,000 per Bitcoin. How many Bitcoin are there? How many are there now? How many will there ever be?
Well, actually, how many they released? I know there's going to be 21 million total. They don't know exactly how many there are right this second.
17 million.
Yeah, but they say they're guesstimating about 4 million have been lost due to just people not keeping their private keys and stuff, and in inception when they weren't worth much, so people just said, hey, whatever, if I lose it, I lose it.
I want to pause you there real quick, Justin. So, guys, if you go to coinmarketcap.com. You can come over and see all the different currencies out there. Cryptocurrencies, there's over 1,000 different cryptocurrencies, 1,324. If you click on the first one, you can see Bitcoin's worth $11,499 right now. Justin was mentioning that there is how many Bitcoin total?
It was me 21 million, but now it's saying what? Circulating supply 16,718,575.
So 21 million right now. Not all of them have been released. And why is the price going up so much?
Because the supply and demand, there's only a set amount of them, and everyone's wanting them now, given the fact that it's skyrocketing price, and everybody wants a piece. I mean, they're projecting profit values of 50,000 to 100K in 2018, and it's only going up from there. They're thinking the next 3 to 5 years that it's going to be somewhere between 500,000 to a million. Could be more. Who knows? Really, The sky's the limit. Right now, Bitcoin's actually at the 6th most valuable currency worldwide, which is like huge. You're talking
market cap bigger than Disney, bigger than Visa.
I mean, it's killing it. It's just killing it. It's now people can't just say, oh, this is just some fake thing. Oh, this is a fad. No, it's worth a lot of money. We're currently at what, $344 billion
total market cap.
That's pretty massive. And
yeah. So guys, Bitcoin is the OG. It's the original cryptocurrency. And if you guys are completely confused, we're gonna back it up for you. Just talking about how it got started. So again, he said it started from a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto. He wrote a white paper talking about the kind of new age of currency, right? So his idea was to decentralize everything, and the platform that he used was a technology called blockchain. Blockchain is basically Internet 2.0, all right? So if you're not familiar with blockchain, do some research, watch a TED Talk on it. You'll get to learn a lot about it. But the way that Bitcoin is set up is a decentralized store of value where people can send money from the United States to Paris with no fees, and it probably gets there in 5 minutes. So it's not owned by a government. It's not owned by a bank. It's decentralized. Nobody owns it. It's spread across the blockchain, which is basically a network that is hosted on a bunch of different computers around the world. So it's immutable. You can't fake it. You can't stop it. That's why you can't just ban it and have it go away. It's not owned by one central source.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Nazar?
Well, I have a couple thoughts, I guess, since you asked. But I also like that it's a lot harder to hack into because it's not just based on one computer in one location. It's millions of computers worldwide, and thousands and thousands of what you call miners and mining companies who are pretty much figuring out and solving the codes to make these bitcoins come to life from the blockchain technology. So, Bitcoin and all these alternative coins are the surface of it, in the crypto space, the internet currency essentially. But blockchain is a really interesting technology. It's what's behind the whole thing. And although there are a lot of different views on internet currency and Bitcoin and where it's going and if it's a bubble and everything, I think one thing that pretty much everybody from the banks to, super wealthy people speaking on it, to just, the average person who looks into blockchain realizes the value of it in the long term. And so, I've invested a little bit into it myself because I can see the valuation of that, just increasing substantially over the years. But, for me, I just think it's something that's super cool. It's fun to get into. And, hopefully it does keep going up in the right direction because, I think that it has technology that deserves to. So.
Right. So check it out, guys. Bitcoin is here to stay. It's over $343 billion of total market cap for all of cryptocurrencies. Think about it this way. Our grandparents mined gold. Our parents, they invested in stock markets. Now we're mining Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That's a simple way to put it. If you talk to any 18-year-old, I'm sure they've talked about Bitcoin, heard about Bitcoin, probably invested some money in Bitcoin. Check out the rest of the channel. There's a lot more information on blockchain, cryptocurrency, mining, how to trade on different exchanges. So join the talk, the conversation. Like and subscribe. We're planning on doing some great giveaways eventually. As we grow the channel. So leave a comment, ask questions. This is really for you guys. So
yeah, absolutely. And one last thing that I want to say is we're not pros at this. We're just getting into this.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, and so we're not finance advisors or anything like that. And we might not be the most knowledgeable in the game right now, but we're going to only continue to gain that knowledge. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if we don't know the answer, we'll do our best to find it. I mean, if you ask us how much a Bitcoin's going to be worth in 10 years, I might not get the exact amount. But
I'm going to say 50K.
50K.
No,
10
150K.
10 years.
Let's shoot for $1 million. I think that would be pretty nice. $1 million for Bitcoin. $500,000 for Ethereum in 10 years. I mean, I'll take it. I would be able to just retire.
Let's just put it this way. The beginning of the month, Bitcoin was worth over $5,000.
Beginning of this month, so beginning of
November.
So November
2017 was 5,000 floating around there. Now it's almost 12.
Yeah.
Think about that, guys.
4 months ago when I got in, 1,200, and now it's almost 12,000. So that's 10 extra money in freaking 4 months. That's insane. It's like, basically how I see it is diversify your assets, right, guys? You got your money in the banks. What happens when those fail? Because it's getting close to with inflation and with the dollar just being overprinted every single day. The dollar's worth nothing. I mean, I think somebody said, I read somewhere it was worth like 3 cents, the true value.
Paper.
Yeah, let alone what debt we owed. Tens of trillions of dollars we owe to China. So, I mean, we're sitting here in debt. If the dollar collapses and you're stuck holding the bag of a bunch of worthless USD, fiat, why not just have diversified your assets and have a little bit of Bitcoin that could very well be, the world currency, to where if it goes to zero, you're not just screwed. It's just smart. So
yeah, no matter what, just being aware, I think, is always beneficial in any facet of life. Being aware of changes and being ready to adapt to them. So
right.
Sure.
So guys, we're going to close out this video. Check out some other ones. There's a lot of good information that we're just spewing out. Everything that we've learned, we're bringing our best to you. Like Nazar said, we're not financial advisors, so only invest what you're willing to lose. Talk to somebody who is maybe a professional in the financial world before you start putting your money, and do your research. All right? See you guys on the next one. See ya.